How we doing, everybody? Welcome back to the Shaun Attwood channel. I'm Ron Swanson, and no, you're not going crazy. I did start the live on time. So, first stream of the day, Peter Mandelson. Like, the whole Epstein narrative, right, has just gotten so loopy. Like, we're in loopy land. Like, if we were watching a Netflix series and the Epstein plot was playing out, we would have checked out. I'm telling you. Like, did you see the footage of the FBI employee that said the reason that Donald Trump was on the island was because he was working with the FBI? I'm so here for it, right? There's nothing, listen, nothing suspicious, right, about Elon Musk calling out Donald Trump, posting about it on Twitter, then suddenly the Epstein list disappears. And then he goes and has a wee word with Maxwell, and then she disappears. And now we've got them releasing this birthday book. No, it's just like a badly written freaking like crime novel. So yes, please do like and share. Help me appreciate my little stream. I would appreciate it. Let me just check something as well. One moment, please. All right. So we're going to jump into this story, and then straight after this live, we are continuing on deep diving into what happened to Charlie Kirk. It sort of dominated my entire day, if I'm being honest. Check Mandelson's hard drives. No, that's not the worst thing that anyone suggested. So Peter Mandelson sacked as U.S. ambassador. Actually, hang on, I keep forgetting to do this. There we go. As U.S. ambassador after new Jeffrey Epstein emails uncovered, Lord Peter Mandelson has faced pressure over his relationship with disgraced PDF file after a note surfaced of him allegedly describing him as his best pal. Now, I will say, I'm pretty sure the dates of all of this were in 2003 when these notes were meant to have been said, which is before Epstein was charged with anything. Just for factual accuracy. Peter Mandelson has been dramatically sacked as the UK's ambassador to the US after further revelations over his links to disgraced PDF file Jeffrey Epstein. Keir Starmer asked for him to be removed from his position. He done well done. One good decision that man's made. One. In what? 3 years? Goomba. Keir Starmer, Epstein, okay. It emerged he coached Epstein through years of torture. Wait. Let Ron just take back the context he gave you a second ago. Keir Starmer asked him to be removed from his position after it emerged he coached Epstein through years of torture over underage sex charges in 2008. The Labour veteran emailed Epstein, "Your friends stay with you and love you, and we urged the banker to fight for early release." What? Mandelson! No! That's a bad Mandelson. The British Embassy in Washington said that the emails show the depth and the extent of Lord Mandelson's relationships with Epstein. Materially different from that known at the time of this appointment. Mr. Starmer now faces questions about how much he knew and when he learned about the context of the emails. Dude, Mandelson. On Wednesday, he defended Lord Mandelson. Wait, who did? Here's Mandelson just absolutely papping himself with Trump. You know what's crazy, right? Trump's like 80 years old. Oh, guy's a legend. Right, let's carry on with it. On Wednesday, wait, who defended him on Wednesday? It must have, I think we're still talking about, oh no. On Wednesday, he defended Lord Mandelson at PMQs as the crisis deepened. His sacking comes just days before US President Donald Trump comes to the UK on a state visit. Foreign Office Minister Stephen Doherty told MPs, in light of the additional information in emails written by Peter Mandelson, the Prime Minister has asked the Foreign Secretary to withdraw him as ambassador to the USA. The emails show the depth and extent of the relationship with Jeffrey Epstein is materially different from that known at the time of his appointment. Okay. Mr. Doherty continued, in particular, Peter Mandelson's suggestion that Jeffrey Epstein's first conviction was wrongful and should be challenged. In light of that, and in mindful of the victims of Epstein's crimes, he has been withdrawn as ambassador with immediate effect. Do you know, like, when you hear somebody, right, in a position like Mandelson, defending someone like this, right? Do you remember when that guy from that 70s show, the freaking Scientology dude, got arrested for all the brutal R wording, and then Meg from the Family Guy and Ashton Kutcher like put forward character references for them? It's icky. Mr. Mandelson only took up the most. Mr. Mandelson only took up the most as the UK's top diplomat to the Trump administration in February. On Thursday morning, the Home Office Minister Mike Tapp said he shuddered when he read what Lord Mandelson had written to Epstein. Health Secretary Wes Streeting said he was completely disgusted by the messages, while Mr. Tapp said they're really disturbing and sickening. Damn. Okay, despite the growing row over Lord Mandelson's links with the late financier, the PM had given him a full backing to the Prince of Darkness at PMQs on Wednesday. Mr. Starmer insisted the due process was followed during the appointment as calls grew for Mandelson to go. I mean, appointing Mandelson, holding up the GG gang investigation. Lord Mandelson. Okay. Lord Mandelson had earlier faced pressure over his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein after a note surfaced of him allegedly describing him as his best pal. He said he finds such messages very embarrassing to see and read. So this birthday book given to Epstein, do you know how long's that been sitting about for? Like how long has that been sitting about for? Like, I feel like it's like a chicken nugget that's been thrown out to a pack of hungry wolves, and we're just going to tear away at the chicken nugget coating of this little nugget of Epsteinness just for us to then what? Still wait and be misdirected from the list and the clients and all this craziness. Do you know what I mean? I just don't get what the hell is wrong with my country. Like, do you know how uninterested in politics and all of this I've been all my life until the last sort of year or so? Coco Be Wild, leaks. Oh yeah, I probably spelled leaks wrong, by the way. Just, you got to understand, as part of my charm. I will change it now, though. Hang on. I'll change it later. No, at this point, no one expects me to be able to spell anything right, just so you know. Let's keep over this. So he added that he feels a profound sense of sympathy for those people, those women who suffered as a result of his behavior. Is that right? Shall we just go back to that earlier quote here? So you feel bad for them, but you also wanted to have his charges overthrown. His charges overthrown. It's just mad. So yeah, you got to go, Mandelson. See you later, pal. Out the door. Here's some more pages. There's also some apparent scriptures of conversations with Donald Trump and all these kind of things. So this is where it all stems from, is this birthday book. So here you see, there must be more to life that for the man that, oh Jesus Christ, there must be more to life than having everything. Donald, yes there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I know what it is. Donald, I can't read what it says. So feeding frenzy, that's the one, Dusty. Thank you. It's a chicken nugget feeding frenzy is what this is. You know, and how long have they been sat on this for? Like, Epstein was a while ago. You know? All right, let's have a look and see what the news are saying.
Peter Mandelson has been sacked by the Prime Minister over his links to Jeffrey Epstein. Keir Starmer has asked the Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper to withdraw the Labour grandee as the UK ambassador to the USA. When asked about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, Mandelson said,
"My knowledge of him is something that I regret. I wish I'd never met him in the first place."
Despite it,
Yep. Do you know what that reminds me of? I seen a video today of two little kids trying to shoplift out of Target, and then they got caught and they gave everything back, and then they left, and then the police arrived, and they're like, it's not about you trying to steal stuff, it's about you trying to throw rocks at the window. And then one of the kids was like, hey, can I talk to you, officer? Goes to the side and then just throws his mate under the bus, right? It's basic criminality when it comes to criminals that exist in a world that they are not necessarily built for the criminal code, if that makes sense. So you have people like Jeffrey Epstein. You have people who are part of these horrible societies that are financially gaining from the criminality behind it all, or gaining through the blackmail or whatever. And there's people that come to partake. They're partaking in something illegal, but they're not necessarily badass criminals. Does that make sense? And man, we're looking at one right now.
Urging that he had written a birthday note to Epstein into.
Don't tell me that if you squint your eyes a little bit, you could be like, is that Matthew Steeples right there? But it's not, it's Mandelson.
2003, in which he...
Shout out Matthew Steeples, by the way. Poor guy's gone through some hardcore stuff recently. We've got a show that we're trying to put together, and big shout out to my G.
He described the financier as his best pal. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister tried to defend his peer, saying he's...
Kind of make an observation here. Like, how many times have you sat and had a conversation with someone in a dressing gown like that? Like, this whole... if you're telling me you don't know this man very well, okay, and he wasn't really your friend, what the hell am I looking at right now? What am I looking at?
As his best pal.
He was on a live stream yesterday. He's a freaking legend.
On Wednesday, the Prime Minister tried to defend his peer, saying he still had confidence in Lord Mandelson and due process was followed.
Oh, why does Mandelson look like the Wish.com version of Starmer? And a little bit like the guy that runs the computers.
His appointment, but he soon faced calls to dismiss his peer.
Oh yeah, listen, Deborah, listen. Ron is actually quite happy to be reporting that one of these guys has been taken out of his position, right? This is quite a happy day for Ron. But Ron has been deeply involved in all aspects of human trafficking, PDF files, elites for a long time. I just wanted to make camping videos, Deborah, right? I just wanted to make camping videos, and then I learned about how many freaking PDFs there were, and I was like, why is no one talking about this? So we just started ruining people's lives and trying to put people in jail. It's good times.
Following reports, he
Also, though, new content on that starts Monday, so stay tuned.
supported Epstein whilst the financier was being investigated for sexual offences. Reports in both The Sun and Bloomberg revealed emails in which Lord
There is opportunity here for a graphic artist, okay? There's an opportunity here for a graphic artist.
Mandelson told Epstein he was following you closely and here whenever you need, and urged him to remember the art of war when dealing with prosecutors. He is also reported to have told Epstein to fight for early release shortly before he was sentenced to 18 months in prison, and told him, "I think the world of you," the day before he began his sentence.
I think the world of you. Shut up, Mandelson. Mandelson. Do you know what? Is there any way that we can use that that law that people are getting sent to jail for their social media posts? Because I'm traumatized by what he has posted. Okay, I am traumatized. Okay, traumatized. Also, in the next live stream, we're going to talk. I tell you what, man, you don't want to miss this Charlie Kirk update stream. Is going to be wild. When evil has all the money, holds all the important positions in government and industry, they become extremely hard to beat. Joel nailed it. But you know what, Joel? You know the only thing that's actually changed since the dawn of time is how fast information spreads. That's the only thing that's changed. Our ability to gather together and go yappa, 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 and get to the bottom of things has increased exponentially. In fact, compared to where it was 100 years ago, we're basically freaking time travelers compared to how fast information traveled back then. And they totally screwed up giving us the internet. Like obviously they have the power and control through the devices and all this stuff now, but man, they did not expect us all to just sit and have a conversation. I'm telling you. There's just no way. I mean, I get it. They control the narratives, all of that. But when it's humans conversing, when it's debate, when it's journalism, when it's investigative journalism, you know, it's good times, man. It's freaking good times. Correct, Andrew Treffler. Correct. Correct. And, you know, people like Mandelson, right, when they realize that they're up Poop Creek without a paddle. This is where all these accusations stem from. Also, as well, like, it's so weird that it's September 11th. It feels weird. Like, it really feels weird. It does. Crazy day, man. Crazy day. I remember sitting with Kirsten in her car seat watching those towers fall there and going, well, see you later, world as I know it. Dusty, thank you very much, mate. Thank you so much for the support. Crazy. Anyway, so the Jeffrey Epstein birthday files. Oh, don't call it files. Oh man. Do you know how many people are going to type in Epstein files into Google and are going to get search results and they're going to be like, oh, the files must have been released, and just not read any further? Because I'll tell you this right now. Charlie and Virginia just unaliving in the same year. We're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to talk about legacies. We're going to talk about narratives. We're going to talk about how these people in charge will go to no lengths to secure their version of history. It's wild. Okay, so files from the birthday book compiled. Oh, for God's sake, why? Just Jesus Christ. YouTube's AI just reads all the words on the screen, and I keep forgetting to take them off the screen. Here we are. Files from the birthday book compiled of PDF SFN trafficker Jeffrey Epstein by co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell have been released publicly for the first time. The 238-page book released by Democrats in the House Oversight Committee appears to show messages from several high-profile acquaintances of Epstein to mark his 50th birthday, which took place in 2003. They appear to include messages from the likes of Donald Trump, UK ambassador to the Washington, Lord Peter Mandelson, and they are among dozens of messages seemingly from childhood friends, former girlfriends, and people who come to know who have come to know the wealthy financier. The book would have been made 3 years before the allegations of Epstein became public in 2006. Here's what the document shows: alleged notes and drawings from Trump. The birthday note signed Donald Trump, which the president has denied sending, features words inside the drawn outline of a woman. Oh, damn. That's okay. Hang on a minute. That's what this is. I'm telling you this right now. The man does love a Sharpie. Okay. You know when you see like an old gangster and you know that he's went out of his way to find an obnoxiously big cigar, right? That's how I feel Trump goes shopping for a Sharpie. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all make believe. It could be. Could be. I'm just reading over your guys' chat here. Do I get a freebie? You can't be leaving me. Like, freebie, I know it sounds, listen, I know Mars sounds like a good option. All right. I know what you're thinking. You just need to get away from all this. You're going to be underground in tunnels with like robots running around. And saying that, the thought of having like going to Mars and having a baby and having the first official Martian would be sick. All right. All right. Let's get into this. Voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything. Donald. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey. Nor will I, since I know what it is. Donald. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Okay. Jeffrey. Yes, we do. Come to think of it. Donald. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey. As a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Donald. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. And may every day be another wonderful secret. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you've got to remember, at this point, Jeffrey hasn't been charged with anything. Okay. And it's really important to always keep the timelines in check here, right? So when it comes to Donald Trump and Epstein, where are you guys landing? Because I'm totally here for like the Donald Trump A-team side quest narrative where it turns out he was like an elite undercover FBI agent. Like, I'm so here for that. Like, I really am. But at the same time, this could be a conversation between two D&D players who don't want anyone to know they play D&D. Could also be their lust for children. Don't know. I'm just saying. Thick as thieves they are, mate. I mean, I'll be honest with you, though. We could make this document right now. In fact, let me just put that to the test. All right. So we can literally Google Donald Trump's signature right now. Okay. Then we can take the signature that's on the bottom of this and then look for previously listed Donald Trump signatures that would be available online and see if we can overlap them. Because Oh my God, this guy and his freaking Sharpies. Like, look, this is what I'm talking about. 2003 drawing for Epstein's birthday book. June 2001 letter to Ruby Giuliani. Look at how the evolution of this Sharpie. 2003 Sharpies sucked. Look at the 1987 one. That is that was when he was in his tagging phase. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're out there giving Trump's tagging around the city, it looks like Trump's signature. It could do, but you've got to remember what it is you're looking at. Now, I'm not defending Trump. It's just this is an easy talking point, because how long have they had this? That's the thing I wonder. But again, does this mean anything with regards to Donald Trump's honor? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. You just never know. The only person that I truly know isn't a PDF file is me. That's the mindset you should all have, by the way, just to be completely clear. Okay, I trust so many of my online friends and true world friends, family members, and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm the only guy I know isn't. You know what I'm saying? Thin Sharpies are awesome. So I can guarantee you, I could 100% see Donald Trump being a absolute degenerate playboy legally. 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? 6 or 7, 20, 21-year-old Yugoslavian bombshell models, no problemo. Big frickin' Tony Montana bowl of the old frickin' Colombian marching powder, probably. 100%. 100% I can see that. But does he give me satanic ritual child vibes? I don't know. No, I don't think so. But again, you never know, sadly. But it's a weird bunch of stuff to come out. I'd very much like to see more of it. He was a modelizer for sure. That's a good one. Well, look, I've got to start on our live stream in about 2 minutes' time. In fact, I think I need to start that live stream before I end this live stream. But this live stream will give you a notification to go over to the next live stream, where we're going to be continuing delving into what happened to Charlie Kirk, and we're going to cover a lot of things in this next live. I'm not going to lie. Doesn't mean he's a pervert. Pervert's quite a strong word, right? I feel like perverts. The word pervert to me applies to people who try to get something, but they can't get it in a sexual way. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see what I mean? I think he's more of a degenerate than a pervert. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right, Sherry. I need to Google the words. But either way, sassy man. But look, I will see you all in the next one. Bye, Mandelson. See you in the next one. I need to start this next live, though, Charlie Kirk. And then I will see you all over there, you lovely people. So let me just start this live. Go live. And then I can end this one. How we doing, everybody? Welcome back to the Shaun Attwood channel.